Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. Today is going to be a few days since EVO. EVO happened last weekend, and we have some matches. More matches are trickling onto YouTube now of Jimmy's matches. We have the 3 on-stream matches that happened. We already covered the one against, I believe it was Yagami. Let me see. Was it? I think this player's name was Yagami. We already covered the Yagami Reina game last time. Correct me. Apologies if I got that name wrong, if I remember the name wrong. And then he also had two top 24-ish matches. One against what was it? Atif, and then one against Olan, both Dragunovs. And however, the pools matches are starting to trickle in a bit, the recordings, so we're going to start with those. There's 4 in total, if you count the 2 Atif and Ulsan matches. I have 4 in total here. We're going to go through them rather quickly, maybe, for the pools ones, and just see if we can't find anything useful for us that we can follow. Cyberbait, you coach people. Okay, gotcha. That's really good. Yeah, I think I'm really glad that it helps you even, like, turn around and share ideas with other people too. That's great. All right, so this first match is against a Victor. This is going to be round 2 of pools. So I believe the way that this is for the tournament structure, if this is round 2, this might be your very second opponent. This is your second opponent potentially that you've played. You're 1-0 in pools, and now you're playing your second match. Because of that, you're still kind of in the sort of the wild card area of matches where you really don't know kind of what is the skill level of the opponent that you're playing against and what they're capable of doing. So because of that, it's kind of important to like not, make assumptions of things that they don't know, but also not to make assumptions of things that they do know as well. Like maybe don't immediately lead with the high tier mind games that you want, because they may not be playing that game, and at that point you're going to get blown up. And I think that leads to a very conservative style of play that you'll see from Jimmy here. I've been previewing this a little bit. How's it going, Artis? Let me know if this is too loud. It doesn't seem like it is, but let me know. There's not really going to be any sound though from the game, so maybe I'm just going to lower the volume. So it's against the Victor. Jimmy's on player 2 side, obviously. He immediately starts with a jab and does a down back 3. And you'll notice that he is, pressing quite a bit of buttons, trying some ducks here, but just keeping things compact. But then his opponent whiffs something big. He's probably looking for that whiff, and he gets some whiff punish, right? So it's like immediately we're already seeing Jimmy like kind of chilling out, but you'll notice he messes up the back 4, gets a standing 4 instead, and then just rips the back 4 anyway. Opponent happens to press, and then he takes this round, which is great. But you'll see that he hasn't done anything super crazy, right? He gets caught stepping here. That's a really good read from him. I would have gotten hit by that, but he manages to block it and gets the punish. At this point, notice how he's like down 4ing them like crazy. Do you see this? His opponent is here at the wall, and he does something that we've been practicing. Look at this. Down 4, down 4. And then he chills out and does a sidestep. He tries, you can see, I think that's a failed jet upper there, but he tries to he's keeping his distance and seeing what his opponent's doing. That step was very interesting. I think he was trying to catch a potential, maybe like a power crush from the Victor, which I think is very steppable, so he would have gotten that. Instead, he goes for the sweep that happened to whiff anyway. Jimmy actually finishes the string there. I actually really like this. Oops. I actually really like him finishing the string here, because you want to keep your opponents not just assuming that you're always going to be doing the same thing, right? So he showed him a down 4 like in the first round a bit with the pokes and stuff, and now he's already finished it to see what he'll do, right? Again, missed whiff punish there on the down 4-2 from Victor. Now he's getting rushed down by Victor's stuff. You'll notice that he's still kind of getting attacked by this stuff, but he uses the Mach Punch as a get-off-me tool, which I think is pretty reasonable because it's a power crush, right? All right, that was interesting. He tried to punish it with quarter circle back 1. Now it's plus, and then he goes for a quarter circle forward 1+2. And because of that, I'm kind of curious about that. I'm gonna put this on my notes here. So these are not my notes. That's a random thing. I'm going to put these on my notes here because there is basically the idea being, I'm going to put it at the bottom here. Basically, quarter circle back 1, frame trap, quarter circle forward 1+2. And I'm going to, at the wall. And the reason I'm talking about this here is because it's like a very to me this is a very strange like option to take. I have no idea if that was just like, you know, I'm just feeling this move, or if there's like a more of a meaning behind this. I'm not really sure, but I'm just noting it down so that we can look into it in the future. Because quarter circle back 1 is pretty plus, but I don't think quarter circle forward 1+2 is a pure frame trap, so I'm curious. I'm going to remove these for now and continue. Anyway, though, it does hit, gets the wall break, and it gets the round. Hey, Erickson, welcome back from YouTube, or welcome from YouTube, in fact. Welcome. Glad you like the YouTube content. So again, he's like just kind of playing around, and he does a random quarter circle forward 3, which I actually think I should use a little bit more in neutral. I'll add that to the list in a second here. I think it's a rather fast mid option, so it's not bad. He gets swept there again, but he does a wake up 3. You'll notice that I think he senses his opponents are starting to his opponent's starting to get a little bit maybe antsy, so he starts challenging with those wake up while standing 3s. So I'm going to add here to the list here 2 parts, basically in neutral quarter circle forward 3s and wake up quarter circle forward 3s. These are not new, but the point being that these are like appropriate things for us to be doing from times, because like that's one of Bryan's best moves in those situations, because he can really like force you to like back off when you're trying to go for Oki. If you go for anything that's like remotely, you know, greedy, he'll be able to catch you. So I kind of like that a lot. So it gets the first round. We're going to skip to the beginning of the next one. But he's very quickly already like adapting to his opponent's style, right? But his opponent's probably trying to figure it out too. So kind of chilling out, getting some distance, probably doesn't want to eat any Victor mix-ups, blocking a lot. Does the 3+4 just to push him away, and immediately gets clipped by this Power Crush. Tries to sidestep, gets caught by that move. The mid does a nice punish, luckily. He does a pretty interesting thing here. Like, notice what he does. He does a 1-4 after he blocks that move. Ooh, I think, yeah, here. He blocks the move, does a 1-4, and then down back 3. I love this. I think this is great. I think this is a situation for down back 3 that we don't use enough. Like, so basically, I-10 punish, or really just, yeah, 1-4, down back 3. I think this is great because it's like an easy way to like check if your opponent is mashing, right? Because you're +4. You're +4. And down back 3, I believe, is 17 frames fast. It might be 18. I think it's 17 frames fast. 17 sounds right. And so because of that, like, you will trade with a down 4-1 at that point, but it's not. It's just a down 4-1 at that point, right? And like the chances of someone actually going for a mid poke there are low. So you're kind of expecting more of like bigger moves, so you can hopefully stuff other stuff. So I think it's actually pretty good, especially since you might be able to track, like, pretty good stuff. That being said, though, I believe he eats something here. Oh, nope, really good sidestep. This sidestep here is just something that we will have to learn with magic knowledge. I'm just going to point it out here. Like, his opponent comes in, I think he may be looking for, like, that Power Crush again, for example. Maybe his Heat Engager, which can be a Heat Dash. He just kind of does a really well-timed sidestep. Just immediately gets his side, of all things. Has enough time to do this forward 4-1, which I think is something we should be whiff punishing with more, because it realigns the situation. And then takes him to the wall with a relatively basic basic combo that we've seen before. This was weird. He did down 1+2 after the non-charge 3+4-2. I respect it. It didn't work out. I don't really know why. Maybe because of the high crush. Or maybe he meant to do down back 1+2. Nice break. And then opponent whiffs a move and he gets a good whiff punish. And then pokes him down. The last thing that I want to point out here is something that has been plaguing us for a while. This down 2 into down forward 2 kind of solves an issue that I've been dealing with, where I do a lot of down 2s into down back 3s, and I get low parried so much. I must be like doing the most basic Bryan strats or something, because everyone low parries me there, and this down forward 2 worked, right? So this is add another move to the list. Oh, and if down back 3 is I-16, that's even better because that means that at +4, you're actually beating out mids half the time, right? Like most of the time, because most of your mids are 13 frames, which means that you're going to beat them, which is makes it even better. It's like a pretty cool option select once you're +4. So I'm just gonna put down 2 into down 4 3, down 4 2. We're getting a little bit like overzealous a bit with our notes here. By that I mean like we're kind of just writing down everything we see them do, but it's I think it's fine. We'll pare it back. Hangul, how's it going? And good to see you, by the way, Thank you for the Gardula emote. She's being very good today. All right, just some pokes, chilling out, right? Jimmy doesn't like play very fast. He kind of just lets his opponent come to him, and I really like this. This is very similar to that sort of like outboxy style of keep out that we've played. Ooh, what did he challenge here with the 1-2-4? It's on this. He goes for this. Is this like wall running 2, right? And then he goes for something greedy, but Jimmy is already challenging with 1-2-4, which I think is what we should be doing if we are going to challenge. We should be challenging with 1-2-4. These blocks are actually insane. I guess that's just legacy skill. You beat everything at +4 with standing 3. That's good. Yeah, what I was saying is that Jimmy did a 1-4 into a down back 3. So I was just more like walking through the reasonings of why he might have done that, right? You didn't think Jimmy was still at such a high caliber? He's been winning Evo or getting top 3 or whatnot in Evo in other games like Skullgirls and stuff. I think it was Skullgirls, or that sounds about right to me. He plays all games. He's been playing. He just hasn't been playing Tekken because I guess he was bored. All right, forward 3 into forward 3. You got to respect it. When your opponent is slowing down a bit, you can kind of start doing that stuff, right? Again, he gets stuffed out. He tries to do taunt back 4 and gets stuffed out. That's fine. He's just blocking. That was a really well-timed quarter circle back 1. That worked out very well. Tries again, doesn't get it. Just can't land it. Gets hull swept here. That's okay. See, it wasn't that much damage anyway. See, he's just kind of chilling. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Victor kind of like teleported through the quarter circle back 1. Ooh, wow, that crushed his jab. Tried to do a double hatchet, but see, he finally goes for something and he gets panic hop kicked basically. Okay. Just Victor strings. Got to do a throw every now and then just to make him think. I respect that. I think aiming to do a throw for the sake of throwing your... Whoa, okay. So I'll finish my thought. I think aiming to throw your opponent once for the actual intent of throwing them in a set is important. Got to do it at least once. I think that's a good way to think of it as far as like keeping your moveset well rounded. It's like you got to make your opponent think about it some. And even there, just like throw out there just in case, right? Down back 4 into down back 3 or down 4-2 is a common Bryan mix-up. Do you mean something other than down back 4 like down 4? Or 1-4, yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah, 1-4 and down back 3. Yeah, it's a common mix-up. But I wanted to point it out because we haven't been really, like, focusing too hard on it, right? So anyway, he gets a... let's talk about what happens here. He comes in. And again, he does this... Jimmy's sidesteps are really good, but see how he, like, has such a clean sidestep. After Victor does a low poke into the wall running too, he has such a clean sidestep right on this move. Very sharp stuff. I will just put a note, sidestep right against Victor. This is a pretty cool combo. What is he doing here? Okay, I was wondering if that would actually hit. That's still going for those taunts. Wow, he actually finished a pile driver. He could have punished there, did not. That's okay. Nice 1-2-1. Ooh, good delay on that hatchet. And then... just kind of waited out his opponent. His opponent did something bad, and he whiff punished him. Very strong stuff. Yeah, exactly. Generic throws. Yeah, we were talking about generic throws last stream. Like, Jimmy was using them so much as, like, a certain, like, catch-all for, I have it at the top here from this here, the +2/+4 throw. He was using it a lot in like back one type situations to try and, from what I understood, like shut down the combination of power crush and sidestep, which was really cool. So the last thing I'll just add here is one thing. I'll first put pile driver fundamentals because Jimmy uses it some, and I never use it, right? And I think it's worth like bringing out that move a little bit because it's honestly worth including in the kit. So we don't really think about it much. And then the other thing that we saw him do was, oh yeah, I was just gonna put like sidestep right versus Victor is good. That's it. With punish, with forward 4-1. Like, these are nothing new, right? But just like things to like point out, like Jimmy does things very well, and these are things that we want to be keeping in mind. And we will pare this list down in a bit. All right, so that was the first one. The second one I would have to guess is later in the tournament, only because that was round 2. So this could only have to be round 1 to be any earlier. So we'll assume this is later. And it looks like it's a Nina match. Will you be able to see this while I do this? Okay, nice. Yeah, his sidestep 2-1s were also very interesting. So you'll notice Nina is trying to get in, and he's trying to keep her off. He does a quarter circle forward 3 as a keep out, and then he's just using like down back 3s, using, oh yeah, see, he's fishing with that sidestep 2 you were just mentioning. But trying to just kind of like put buttons out there, play at Nina's speed, and try and keep her away too. Because every now and then he does a 3+4 to reset the distance. He did a down 4-2-1 again into the side to the backswing. So this is something that we pointed out last time, where he does down 4-2-1, backsway sidestep into the sidestep 2. It's super wild. And then moves of the round. Nina was playing very aggressively and got him. Can't wait to play with you too, Hangul, by the way. Does that down 4. So notice that the Nina is chilling out a little bit now, and because of that, he's using down 4. He's using those 1-2-4s because he realizes that the Nina is aggressive, right? So he goes down 4 immediately into a 1-2-4 to try and counter hit fish, and he got it, right? That being said, though, he's again in this like defense mode. You'll notice that oh yeah, that was something that I saw that I wanted to check. So what on earth is this? So this is up forward 3 into down 3+4-2. I need to check why he's doing this, because he's been fishing with this move a lot, and I don't know what is that about. We'll just note that down and we'll hit the lab after this. But he uses it as a pretty interesting like orbital, because I wonder if it's because the evasion's better than orbital or something. I'm not really sure. Misses his jet upper, so he goes for a bit of an adaptation. But he's getting kind of smoked here. You see he's like down 2, but he is putting up a fight. He's hopefully getting some reads here. That was wild. I don't know if that might have been a missed input on quarter circle forward 1+2. I would take a gander, but I mean, it is much faster. Yeah, it is much faster. And maybe it is because of the orbital. Orbital kind of has a weirder hitbox, but we haven't really seen Jimmy orbital much. He's been using a lot of these up forward 3s though in panic situations. Gets caught again. This is brutal. This person is smoking Jimmy. What is that? The crowd doesn't like it either. And he gets blown up. That was wild. That tracking power crush from Nina. I don't know if that might have not been the power crush version, but still, like the force, the palm, that's wild. So, all right. So Jimmy stage selects her to here. The -2 on block is quite good. That's for sure. Yeah, let's talk about that when we get through these. Getting a little bit smoked again. Getting rushed down. Jimmy's just using jabs. He's just backing up, using jabs, doing a down back 3 every now and then. Every now and then figures out, I think, a turn that's his. Oh, yeah. So that was perfect. You see what he just did there? He does hatchet here, right? What's Nina most likely to do? Sidestep or power crush. What beats both of those options? A regular throw. Does a down 4 to do Oki. Just kind of driving home that down 4 is very good. He kind of gets some distance and finally catches her with that quarter circle back 1. He's going to hopefully be able to take her to the wall here. It doesn't look like it, so he goes for the ground spike. And that's pretty cool. He does paddle driver fake out, which is a thing that a lot of Bryans like to do in neutral there. Does the fake out and then immediately catches with a mid heat smash. All right, down 4. Just checking. Down 4s, jabs. Okay, so what did he do here? He again did something with down 4-2-1. He does down 4-2-1 backsway. She presses a button and she whiffs, but did he didn't how did he cancel it? He's just chilling. That's wild. Yeah, so he does the down 4-2-1 backsway, just holds it. Just holds it. He doesn't do anything. He just holds it. And then ducks the second hit and launches. What the heck? There's something he knows here that we don't know. Like, we did not figure it out last time, and I'm determined to figure it out this time. Nice. Oh, he did the old Tekken 7 combos. Didn't finish it, just like psyching him out of it, and got him with a 4-2-1. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, he's letting it rock, that's for sure. Alright. Game point for this one. Running away, giving her space again. Got caught, that's okay. He's sidestepping a lot to the right, probably from Nina's perspective, and then just trying to get some space. And then finally gets that 4-3 because, Nina's getting more and more impatient is the word I would use, or pressing the offense because Jimmy's not doing anything. Gets a nice sidestep on the 1+2 throw. Again going for the regular throw. See that? And then gets caught by heat smash. That's okay. Oh, okay, it's not okay. I didn't realize that one breaks the floor. Okay. Nice. Goes for it again. This time does the sidestep version. Wow. What is the Oh my gosh, does he get him? Nice. Nice. Wow, that's so good. So essentially, he does down 4-2-1, hold backsway the first time, it just chills. And then the second time, he does down 4-2-1, backsway, sidestep 2, and he dashes into her. What is going... I'm just going to start letting that rock today, and I just want to see, like, why is it good? It's like, what's happening with that move to make it so good? Because he's making it work. Like, he's been doing it, and he's been getting, like, all sorts of... like, punishes. Like, he's gotten a launch off of just the backsway. He's gotten a launch off the backsway into a sidestep. Like, what's the deal? Maybe you have to know specifically against that character you can sidestep to the right? But still. Alright, Phantoms thinks so. I don't even think it's a whiff punish, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's a hard read. I think he's doing a hard read there. I think he might be, hit confirming the 1. I've heard you can hit confirm the 1, but I think he's just letting it rip. After 1+2-1 as well error? Okay, we're going to look into 1+2-1 as well. See how the frames differ. If not, they may be the same, right? One thing I like about down 4-2-1 is that it's got more range to it, so you can do it from a further distance. Alright, just kind of like chilling, does a 1-2-4 to try and get her off of him, and then hits her with a throw. Nice. Playing that distance game. Trying as much as he can to. Jab into forward 3 is like a Jimmy special. And doing that after forward 3, this 2+4 throw again is very interesting. I think he's taking so many of the situations where Bryan is known for being greedy and just putting throw in that option. Hatchet kick into this normal throw. Forward 3 into this normal throw. Back 1 into this normal throw. Like, it's very, very interesting. Gets her with a little bit of a trick there. Does quarter circle 4, 1+2 into 1-2-4, I believe. And then is just checking, doing some pokes here, checking the side steps. Nice. Nina's coming in. He's trying to get out. And then I guess that forces crouch. And he just does a while standing 3 this time. And he's like, we're not going to do this. That's pretty cool. What did he just... Okay, what is this? What is this combo? I'm going to steal this one. So he does while standing 3. He does while standing 3. Normal back down back to combo. But then after the ender, what did he do? So let's add this to here. So you have counter hit while standing 3, down back to, like, I'm just gonna go like B&B tornado because we all know that what that is. And then once he gets it here, does he dash? No. Okay. Okay. So then he does now he does back 2 forward 4. Yeah. Mock punch. Forward 4 2 heat dash. And then you still have time to do back 3 4 2 1. We're gonna try it. Looks like in heat. Interesting. And then gets the wall. Does something sick after that. Nice. And then catches with the down 4. Very, very sick. Again, while standing 3 into this normal throw. What is this, like, checking he's doing? It's wild. That was a really cool whiff punch, though, from the Nina. Managed to, like, sneak under the quarter circle forward. 1+2. The Requiem. Getting some good 50-50s here, and then Jimmy has a block. He's just kind of trying to get his offense going, but he's also mostly in defense mode, you'll notice. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Good stuff. Ooh, there's an orbital. He does he gets 10 frame and he goes for the orbital. Wow, I think this is death. He could make this death at this point. Yeah. Oh, he messed it up. Oh. Yeah, he messed it up. Wow. Nice stuff. Yeah, the grab tech reset is wild. I really think that's, like, it's so good and it's freaking free. Like, they're going to have to start ducking against you. And when they're ducking against you, that's really good for you. Oh, is this another one? This is not from... Okay. We get a bonus one. I didn't know about this one. Let's watch this. This is AO, who is pretty good. I think he's a very good Japanese player, if I remember correctly. So we get a bonus one, y'all. All right. So let's see. Another Victor. So he's playing against a lot of Victors. This one he's playing a lot more aggressively. I think it's probably because it's AO, so he knows AO is more of a... You'll notice that he knows that AO is more, like, you know, a high-level player, for sure. And I think because of that, it influences the way that he decides to play. Because now he's no longer, like, just feeling his opponent out and playing scared. He's, like, doing Bryan things, right? And I think that's something to keep in mind. It's like, you should absolutely tailor how you're playing to how your opponent, what your opponent is, right? Who your opponent is will determine some of the options you should be taking. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice. Catches the backswing blow. Yes, the sidestep 2 is actually quite good. We should honestly look into that more. He does seem to only do it out of that down forward 2-1 though. I've seen him do it a bit though. All right, getting him rushed down a bit. That's all right. Nice duck. The correct wall combo because Jimmy's a machine. He doesn't. I don't think he finished the. Ooh, nice. The wall combo there. He kept his heat. Nice. Good sidestep. Alright, we'll watch ties probably next time in that case. Maybe on Saturday. Because we're going to try and keep things, you know, keep things segmented a bit. but that's a very good idea. Thanks, Phantom. His taunt back fours have not been good. We haven't seen him land a single one here. Maybe he has to be on stream. Nice. I mean, Ty is a very good player. And Ty's been playing the game a little bit more consistently than Jimmy has. Jimmy's getting run over right now. It's a very long Victor combo. Jimmy, I'm just going to take a little aside to note, like, this is a very Jimmy thing. Jimmy is very good at preventing every little bit of damage. He doesn't want his opponent to run over him and get some chip. And he's able to ground roll around it. Isn't that crazy? I know it's just like little small things like that. That's how I know it's Jimmy that's playing most of the time. Wow, does that down back 1+2 as taking his turn back. Now he's, see, hatchet, you're probably going to do something. Throw. Gets him with this throw. Ooh, he's throwing him with everything. What's he going to do here? Ooh, nice punish. He could have, oh wow, okay. I was going to say, like, he probably could have launched him originally. Probably an input error, to be honest. Alright. Game 2. Takes him to the pseudo-infinite. This is actually probably good for Victor because I think Victor has pretty long wall combos. So because it was long wall carries, so he can probably, like, he gets the wall, but Bryan maybe doesn't, is maybe the idea. Or are we able to counterpick stages in these tournaments right now? Or is it, I would assume you still can. I'm basing it off of, like, Tekken 7 rules. It's all random? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was like, I remember hearing it might have been random, so never mind. It's just the stage, it is. I actually kind of like that. I think, nice. There we go. He can't land back 4, but he can land top shot upper. What? Oh, man. He almost went for it again. Crazy. That was a really good sidestep. What was he sidestepping against? He does this wall rising move. Oh, he sidestepped after down 2. I like that. Good block. Ooh, he's hit. He's blowing him up. Went for the power crush there. Wild. I wonder if that was a mistake. Wow, he cannot get hit by that low. What the heck? Right, his taunt shot upper is crazy. If I haven't seen him land a single taunt back 4, they've all failed. Hilarious. I guess if you can only have one. Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah. 3+4 into quarter circle forward 1+2. I like that, too. Gets him with the random neutral while standing 3. I think we should honestly, like... Oh, here's the same combo from before. Oh, just barely. That's not good. Nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, really clutch fisherman's there. I've never seen that attempt at a Victor wave dash, essentially. That's kind of cool. So, Ao's just trying to feel him out here. He's actually kind of getting blown up by Jimmy, though. Jimmy's a machine. Nice. Nice. He's just kind of checking him. You know, 1-2-1 into jab, into down 4-2. Just seeing, you know. Nice. It looks like he tried to catch the slide option with standing 3 there. That back one is disgusting. Wait, what is... Oh, wow. He did something different. Okay. Is this max damage, y'all? So he does the cancel. So let's see. So he does back one, the cancel, so back to forward 4, back 2-1. Oh, okay, so back 2-1, sidestep cancel. 1 plus 2, 1. Quarter circle back 1, right? Oh. It's actually holding back. Okay. And then, wow, then quarter circle forward 3. Heat burst. Back 3. Probably, at this point, it's stuff we've seen before. Back 3 forward. 1 plus 2. Heat dash. Probably quarter circle forward 1 plus 2 is my guess. But if he doesn't, you know. Okay. He just runs up and catches him with a down 4-1. Wow. Good stuff. The machine. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. My thumbnail. Let's go to now the big stuff. So Jimmy versus Active. This is where we hit into more of the tragedies. But even though he got smoked 6-0 by Active, there were a few combo drops. And overall, well, no, he didn't get smoked 6-0. I think he actually went to the 5th round in the second game. But like, even though he lost to Active, I think that he showed a lot of very interesting ideas in this matchup that made the match probably closer than it looked on paper as a result. So let's just watch it together and you'll see what I mean. So starts off with that back one and then does a hatchet into the normal throw again. Active does a power crush. Jimmy just does a 10 frame. Could have launched. Active is playing so two weird things happened here. Active is playing very aggressively, but then Jimmy gets that back turn, and I feel like what just happened here was Active mashed. He went back 3 forward, forward 1, and Active mashed, which turned his character back around. So when Jimmy goes for the dash down back 2, it whiffs. I don't know if this is Active playing like 4D chess with this situation, or if he just happened to match and Jimmy got unlucky. But that is like I think what happened here. It wasn't a game being weird. This is you can turn around by mashing in this game. It's how you escape from infinite back force at the wall. So yeah. It might, Eric says, honestly, it might be the format of Evo and it being so condensed into the middle that, like, his combo drops probably could equate to 10 hours of IRL Tekken. Yeah, that's probably true. That's true. Yeah, he might be tired as well. Sidestep left in the while running 1. Yeah. He went for something and Jimmy went for the orbital and he got blown up. That's okay. Just checking his opponent there. And then Active was just like a really strong, just throwing out that launcher, and it worked, which is fine. Oh, sidestep left into while rising 1. Yeah. Yeah, he did sidestep left into back 3 forward 1. So it was the while rising 1, I'm pretty sure came after back 3. Which is it's his back turn combo of choice in this game. Because it's got this weird turnaround combo to it. I'll show you the combo in practice if you remind me. So just playing some distance. I'm actually surprised Jimmy has been giving him so much space, but I mean, that's fair. I feel like he should play a little closer to Dragunov. But you notice that they're doing a lot of sidestepping, a lot of smaller compact moves, trying to catch these heat engagers and whatnot. But Jimmy's blocking all these down 4-2s at least. But again, he gets a nice... This, on the other hand, is just Harada's finger, basically. So he gets a nice sidestep, goes for the heat smash for consistency, and that happens. But you'll notice, Adif did a down jab again. So I think Adif is just in the mindset of, if anything weird happens, I'm mashing down jab, so why not, right? I think speaking to the previous combo, I think that's just what his mode is, which is actually very interesting to see because Adif gets second place at Evo, and he's doing strategies that, I think if someone were to just watch this, would be like, without knowing the players' names, they'd be like, wow, that's like green rank Tekken or something. That's a scrubby thing to do, just down jabbing after everything. But it's like, you know, certain things come full circle, and I just kind of want to point that out. Like, you know, things that might seem scrubby on the surface may actually have some use because you'll start seeing the pros do it again. Like, things kind of come back, right? All right, doing some string. That was pretty good. Doing some string mind games and stuff, and timing mind games. But Jimmy's just blocking. That orbital was pretty interesting. But you'll notice Adam's just all attacking right now. He's feeling it. He's going to smother him because he's up 2 rounds. Jimmy's still fighting, though. He tries to sidestep down 2, but gets caught by this heat dash and heat burst and gets quickly blown up in the first game. Alright, so now let's go to the Sanctuary. Does the up forward 3 there. I kind of like that. But you'll notice that, yeah, it's Adolf is running the show. He's pressing most of the buttons. He's trying to suffocate his opponent. Gets caught. Yeah, maybe, Big Germ. Let's see. We're already almost halfway through the stream. So we'll see. We'll see. And then, but yeah, at this point, Adolf is feeling pretty good about it. But, he's running the show. He's doing all these pokes, and Jimmy's trying to get out from under it, right? He went for a quarter circle forward 1+2 there, instead got caught by down forward 2. Adolf is very unpredictable. He's doing a very good job of basically using the entire Dragunov moveset, so it's hard for Jimmy to, like, figure out what he can do. Nice. See, this is what I'm talking about. See? What is this? What is this? We can still learn from this. Like, what is this? Like, is this consistent? The combo looks like it reset. It looks like the damage reset on that combo, but does no one expect this move? Like what is this? And then he drops the combo. So it's like there was a lot of unfortunate drops from Jimmy. But, you know, he's showing us some life, right? He's showing signs of life. That might have very well gone his way if he had, you know, finished the combo properly. Same for the 2 of the 3 rounds in the previous game. But just, out of just using Dragunov, just running through him right now. Again, does a nice step, though Jimmy doesn't get the back 3 this time. Go for it. Doesn't quite get there. Okay. And I think he's just dead. Yep, unfortunate, right? But he showed us, probably out of those 6 rounds, 3 of those were actually pretty good Jimmy rounds that resulted in very unfortunate whiffs or combo drops. So this is, you know, don't take this as copium from me. What I'm trying to say is that if we're trying, there's still stuff we could have learned from that match, because he still had very well timed sidesteps there, had very well timed, very cool things that he showed us. So, you know, unfortunate that it ended up being 6-0 against him, but, you know, I think it's okay, right? Last one we got is Olan. This was Jimmy's final game. Another Dragunov. You'll notice that the pace of the game is a lot different, and Jimmy's playing differently now. He's sort of probably taken a different approach now, where he's using a few more moves. Using those 1-4s, quarter circle back 1s. But also, you'll notice Olan is not nearly as in his face as Adif was, so this is a different style of player. Pretty good. Almost a jet upper, too bad. I don't know if he meant to do that down back 2 or not. And then gets caught by an unfortunate heat dash, and that's what happens. Get caught by this, that's okay. Jimmy's trying, you'll notice that sometimes, again, Jimmy's trying to both get a sidestep and challenge against his opponent, right? But things are not going his way. I don't know if that's just a Dragunov thing or if that's a I don't know what that is. I mean, like I've said before, as far as disrespecting Jimmy's frames, like if Jimmy doesn't do anything about it, what are you gonna do, right? Like you have to. Sometimes you can throw people for a loop by doing that, right? And I think that's something to keep in mind. Gets him with that wake up. That's pretty good. Oh, nice whip punish. That was so good. Oh, he dropped it again. He's tired or something. Yeah, tired. I don't think Jimmy gets nervous, so I think he's tired. Nice. Where? What did he do to elicit that power crush? Wow. He did wake up three, did a grab, probably expecting that, failed, and then the grab got blocked anyway. That's actually wild. Wow. That was weird. Won the scramble though. Again, just caught with the random drag heat engagers, which are very hard to deal with. He's doing a lot of blocking, and then he finally gets that forward three. I guess a reminder that we can do knees after forward three. That's a hard combo. I can't do that one yet, the ender. But still just kind of blocking. Kind of like, he has heat and he's just blocking. Nice. Good duck from Ulsan. Late, good, how are you? We're nearly done looking at these Jimmy games. As we were seeing though, like Jimmy's still kind of committing to this play defensively, block, look for that forward three when it's ready, and you'll notice that like his forward three hits rates were so high. He was getting so many launches from that, so many side steps when he was ready. It's very much just like let your opponent show something, and then you're gonna Bryan them and get them with a bunch of damage off the return combo, right? Nice stuff, Linked. We take what we'll get, right? So, again, hatchet into that normal throw. Okay. So, oh wow, that's really good. So, keep this in mind. When Drag finishes that, he can go for that unbreakable tackle. What Bryan needs to do in that situation is just orbital. Nice sidestep three into this heat burst. Ooh, good sidestep from Ulsan. And he sidesteps back. What the heck? So he gets sidestepped on the 3+4. And then he gets hit, and then he sidesteps the hammer. Oh my gosh. That's pretty crazy. What? So you can do that. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. All right. Again, Jimmy's just using small moves or just blocking, and then every now and then he does a hatchet. Every now and then, and then he tries to like block again. But honestly, like whenever he does go on the offensive, he's getting blown up a bit like this. That was sick. Okay, so that goes on the list. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes 4212 into 43. That is, what are the frames on that on block? I know they're good. I know they're good on block. Yes, forward 3 into quarter circle forward 3, 3 plus 3, 4 is also very good. Nice. Get him with a couple of mids in this 50-50. Lost the yes there on the down back 3 situation. You'll notice he's back to blocking. Oh, nice. Jimmy does seem to like orbital a little bit more against Drag specifically. I wonder if that's because I wonder if he does that specifically because Dragunovs do a lot of down twos and he's trying to catch that down two. Directing, how's it going? We're watching the rest of Jimmy's matches. This is the very last one. Just to see if there's anything more that we can glean that he's been doing that we can steal for our stuff. We've gotten quite a bit of a list so far, though. All right. He doesn't go for the down 3+4 that time. And Ulsan teched, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Nice. So, working his way in, gets a heat smash. That's okay. Gets a nice heat engager here. Ooh, nice. Gets a frame trap there. Ulsan's on the attack. Jimmy's trying to just block. Rightfully, I think, challenges against that string because the string ends in a plus high, but most high level drags are not doing it, letting it rip because you get launched if you're wrong. This time he does a sidestep because Ulsan saw that and he changed what he did, right? He did a sidestep this time. Oh man, gets caught. Too bad. And that was the end of Jimmy's tournament run. But I think this is pretty good. Like, I honestly think he's Jimmy. He showed us a lot of really cool stuff during this tournament. And we're going to start labbing that now. So as I go ahead and pull up the game, we can... Yeah, he got 13th. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I know it said top 24. So I wasn't sure, like, what rank does that technically give you. Nice. Three Bryan players in top 48, though, if you think about it, it's not really only, like, it is a good thing in the sense that if you think about the cast, right? Obviously, the cast is not played equally, but what is the size of the cast right now? Is it, like, 30, for example? Is it 28? Like, I don't remember the size of the cast. And what I'm trying to say is it's more than proportionate, right? It's actually a higher proportion than you would expect of Bryan players. You expect 1 or 2, and we got 3. All right, Lily is out. Yep. Thank you. So we're going to go into ranked only so that we can turn on matchmaking afterwards if we need to. But we are going to be labbing some of this stuff first. Nia has said time and time again that he's not really a Bryan main anymore. Bryan is his love, but he doesn't try to make Bryan work. And he said, like, obviously Nia's being humble, but he said that, back in Tekken 7 that Jimmy is the best Bryan because Jimmy is the one who stuck with him, right? And I think that's an interesting reason to praise Jimmy. I think even though Nia might be the better player, in the sense that he always tends to get the better of Jimmy when they play, like, that's a really gracious thing of him to say. But I think it makes sense. So anyway, the first thing that I want to talk about before anything else is what on earth is going on with this. So if I do this, so not this, and he stays on the ground and does that, okay? Wait. What if I already have Snake Eyes? Whoa. So if we already have Snake Eyes... Interesting. What if he stays on the ground? No. So he was doing it with Snake Eyes. Is that what's going on here? What if they tech roll? So this will go that's the side Ukemi. What do we want? Wake up. Side roll? I think that might do that. Yeah, that's not what we want. We want... Why are they not tech rolling there? Well, let's do the side roll just to see. Like, if we have this... So that didn't catch it. If they do wake up mid kick... That doesn't work either. What did they do? Should be Ukemi? Okay. Well, why did he not Ukemi here? Oh. See? Why? Let's set this to a mirror, actually. So that we can figure this out.
Get ready for the next battle.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how he's getting that combo, right? Like, how did he get that combo to come out? So what we're going to do is we're going to have Bryan do it. Just doing this. And I'm going to see if I can tech roll. You can't tech roll. You cannot tech roll. So, okay. Level 1 of the discoveries is that you cannot tech roll there. Now, if you just do... Can I set Bryan to have... I guess I'll just give myself heat. So it doesn't work against that. It doesn't work against stand up. Does it work against wake up backwards? No. What is this even... No. What about front roll? Is this a distance thing? Like a distance thing? What do you mean the cancel, Hongul? Canceling of which move? Or is it like a really tight input or something? Let's do a spring attack, just to get something obvious, like... So obviously that works. But I didn't think that's what they did. So it catches this as well. But it doesn't catch that. Huh. We can try counter hit. So this is +8. If we get counter hit going. Same deal. What on earth, y'all? I don't know. Is cancel faster than the get up kick? It might be, but the point, you're still gonna catch him. But what I was thinking is like, he's literally launching them, and he did it. Yeah, like, did he just have a 300 IQ, like, catch your... Oh, sorry, I just realized this is covering it the whole time. Like, he... Right? Like, what's going on? Like, did he just know that the opponents were going to do that? I don't get it at all. Because, yeah, it's just like... Literally, he goes for it immediately against Ulsan, and Ulsan immediately went for that tech. Like, what's... Do you get a free soccer kick otherwise? Let me see. Side roll it catches. What if he does a stand-up? No, that worked. That worked fine. Huh. I don't get it. What What about side roll right? Yeah, I don't know. Mecha, what's up? You got your favorite character and you're saying the game is garbage? Come on. What happened? Is it garbage until your best friend arrives? Alright. Summaries here are only catches wake-up kicks. That's so weird. Okay. Can we rewatch it? Yeah, we might as well. So the game's going to be in the background, but we can rewatch it. So first of all, he does it to Olan on this stage. Where does he do it, though? It was like... I feel like he did it around here. I thought it was the round that he won. So let's do like here. So... I'm pretty sure it was against Olan, right? Good launch. I guess it wasn't this round then. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Maybe it was this round. No, this is the round that he launches the Power Crush. Yeah, never mind. This is the round he launched the tornado. Let's go to round 1. It might have just happened straight up, like immediately on round 1. Let's just watch from the beginning until we see it, because it was definitely on this stage. I don't think he did it versus specifically Adif. I think he did it against Olan, which is what was more surprising to me. Because if it was like Adif, it'd be like, okay, Adif is like, you know, playing very aggressively. Like, it makes sense, right? But Olan was playing rather chill. Like, he was not doing anything particularly to make you think he was going to spring kick immediately. So let's see. What happened? I just don't remember where it happened in this game. And that happened. Now we're side switched. Makes me think it maybe happens here, but he's like, I think he's just dead. So it wasn't that round, and it wasn't the next round, right? Well, we'll watch it though. I don't trust myself right now. But yes, I agree, Linked. He basically just always finds the coolest stuff with the character. I think it was around here that... Okay. Yeah, this is the part that we've already seen, I think. But we'll keep watching. No, yeah. So he goes for it there. He goes for it there, but it doesn't work out. And he gets a nice punish. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and skip to the next round. So he's poking. I thought he got the combo, though, from a side switch. Like, I thought he was on player 2 side when it came out. Maybe not. But I could have sworn it was. So I don't really know. So now he has heat, though. Something to keep in mind. No, he just does a heat smash. Okay. Then he died. Okay. So it wasn't against this. It was against freaking Atif. So it does make a little bit more sense then what happened. Because it was against Atif. So it needs to be around where Atif actually took damage. He was around here. Let's try here. Okay, it was right here. Okay, so what happened? What did he do? Let's play back speed on 0.25. Oh, you see? His legs went up a little bit. Right there. His legs went up. He was spring kicking. Oh my gosh. Jimmy is just so ready for the spring kick slash toe kick that he just hard called it out and he got the launch from it. That's, even after I know, I don't understand. Like, even after I see it, I just don't understand. This is why I'm a scrub at Tekken. I'm literally looking at it and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why that worked. That's amazing. I'm in awe. Truly in awe. I have nothing else to say. I guess so. It's wild. He reached over and spring. Yeah, right? Like, what? Okay, sure enough. I would still keep it in mind, though. I'm not going to discount it. If he's doing it, I'm not going to discount it. The other thing, by the way, before we go away from this, is that he does have heat here, right? He did have heat, so that was how he was able to do it. It's because he had heat. So, let's go ahead and turn off this window capture and turn the game capture back on. All right, nice. We're back. All right, so there was that. So we've looked at the that situation. I'm just gonna go through a few of these. So the backsway into the down for 2-1 mind games is something I want to talk about a little bit and see if we can't figure out more things here. So, for starters, look at how far away this puts you, right? Okay, and if they're blocking, right? If they're blocking all, -1. Okay, so let's just, for the sake of the argument, let's give Bryan a punishment. I'm going to give him, for one, I'm going to see if he will actually do a jet upper. I'm going to see if he'll actually jet upper here. No, he will not. So, this is, again, the same situation from before. I might be able to do this. Yeah. What the? Whoa. Okay. So we start with that. In addition to this, if we gave it... Oh, I don't want to do that, but that's fine. So we could also do this. Okay, so... What if we instead did... Look at that. Holy crap. And I think, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the reason he's doing sidestep 2 is if you're making that read, just go for it. Because if you're going for jet upper, they're going to duck, right? And it's harder to do anyway. You could jet upper, though. If you're really good, you can just do this. But I think the reason he's going for this is that you can cover more ground. You can get a deeper sidestep a little more, like, reliably. And it's still going to hit, right? Because this move comes out in a... Well, it actually comes out in 17 frames, but you can kind of just get it, right? Maybe. I don't know why. But can you get clipped in the backsway? Yes, but the problem is if you're -1, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything that Bryan can do at that point. Like let's use this as an example, right? I'm gonna go with this specifically because I want to see. So yeah, see, it clipped us. He got us. And we couldn't block. So the frames are a little bit... the word I would use is maybe dishonest. Like, you know, if the Bryan's doing this, right? You can catch him, I think. Right? Because he doesn't actually start going back for a second there. So if you have a full read on it, you can do it. I don't think he can block. Now what I want to try is... Can we do something like... No. I'm trying to see if we can basically... Like if we can do... Like some sort of duck cancel, but it doesn't seem like it. The thing is, though, the sidestep really makes it kind of a little bit safe. Because, you know, in that situation that we talked about, if the opponent is trying to jet upper us, right? So let's, again, use this example. But this time, right? And so because of this, now if the opponent goes for this, he went around it. And all of a sudden, we've been launched. See? So if you are correct, yeah, it's not bad. But you can just get around him really. Sometimes you'll catch him, but sometimes you won't. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. We talked about the quarter circle back one. We haven't talked about the quarter circle back one frame trap yet. So what I wanted to I only really wanted to look at one thing regarding this. The main one being that this is +5 and this is 15. But I don't think you can buffer it. So it's actually kind of wild to me that I don't know, it's just like wild to me that worked. But I think it's because it's like from this distance. If you do it from like max distance, you know, like this or something, maybe that's the idea. I think maybe he did it just to like catch stepping though, is my guess. Like if we set up the opponent to do a sidestep, right? Like if we set up this, you catch him, and if you go the other way, will it catch him? No. So I don't know. I think he just had a good read. I think it was just a good read. Yeah, 17 if you count the slither step. Exactly. Like, it's 15, but it's more than 15, and you can't buffer in the quarter circle. Exactly. Alright, now we have... Alright, we'll just talk through the next ones a few. So it's like, neutral quarter circle forward threes are something that I should just add to my list of moves to practice. Same with wake up quarter circle forward threes. Doing this is kind of important as well. Sorry, not this. Doing this. Down 2 and down forward 2 as well. Pile driver fundamentals. Basically, you know, sometimes you can do it, right? This move itself is actually a snake edge. See how slow it is? It's 29 frames. It's a snake edge. But, unlike snake edge, you can fake it out, which is pretty good. Oh, it's wedge driver. What is pile driver? I'm thinking that's like WWE. Never mind. Wedge driver. But we can be thinking about that a little bit. I think it's actually more appropriate. Like, he uses a lot kind of in, like, Oki situations, which I think is actually a pretty good time to do it. And then just sidestep rights versus Victor. That's fine. Snake Eyes. Oh, yeah. We wanted to look at this one. So, this move in general is -2. That is wild. So we went for... And then he did a 4-3 right after. Which is, I think, just taking advantage of his opponents getting overzealous, I guess. I mean, that's all I can really think of. But, okay, so we have those. The next thing that we want to do is we want to look into the heat situation. So we're going to give ourselves heat, and we're going to look at a few of these combos. So the first one is the Wall Rising 3-1. So essentially, he does a normal this type of combo, which should be the full range, right? But then he ends it with this into heat dash, like that, basically. So if we allow our opponent to do this, and then we give them like Ukemi, side Ukemi. I'm just going to say block Olan. Basically trying to set up a situation here. Well, start with the normal combo that he did. That's an extremely stable combo. And the alternative, right, is something like... you know, just the regular combo, right? But you kind of realize that the ender... Well, I can't land it right now, but like the ender for Bryan's tornado, you know, doesn't actually leave him that far away, and it doesn't actually deal that much damage. So it's actually, this deals a little bit more damage. You have the other option of, and you can't go for this into Heat Burst because he's already in heat. So I don't think this is necessarily better than the heat combo, but this is how you get something out of the heat if you are already in heat starting the combo, is what I'm seeing. My bad, directing. I just got the names wrong. So for example, I think we can use this like pretty much against anything, is my guess. You don't even need to do the proper cancel, it seems, because it's the same frames regardless. So you could even probably do it here. Let's see. Yep. Look at that damage, too. That's actually pretty good. So, okay. So this is just a new staple that we can put on. If we are already in heat, we can do that to get more damage, which is great. More wall carry. The other one that we had was, oh, yeah, you can... Which is wild. You can also do, oh, wait a minute. In this situation that you did here, he still had Tornado. Oops. Oh, I can't do it. I'm doing too deep of a dash here, but I'm trying to see how far I can take the dash so that I can kind of bring back my timing a little bit. And I think you just did that, but you can also probably do this. Okay, nice. That's a lot of damage off of that. You see, let's look at this total damage here. Oh, how did he make that land? Did he... Maybe you have to do the sidestep in that situation. That didn't work either. I don't think I can actually do that. I feel like I must have notated that wrong. I think I must have notated that wrong. Because if we count the number of hits, right? A normal... Like, if we use this as an example, right? That's 10 hits. If we do this... It's going to be 10 hits, right? That's all 10 hits. Whereas this... We'll count it when we get to the end. Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's one too many hits. Oh, it's way too many hits. It's like... So, does this get... So, that was 13 while missing the last hit, and this is 2. So, if we subtracted 1 from it... It's just so many hits, though. It just feels like it's too many hits. Oh, yeah, maybe we could do that. We probably could at that point. Let's see, let me think about this. So, that's 1, back to 4. And then... Yeah, that's weird. So, let's see this. Hits versus this, but that's because we add 1 for the. Let's look at him do it again. We're gonna look at him do it again because I cannot remember. So let's see. So game-winning combo. He does. Oh, my bad, y'all. Come on, game. Get rid of this, please. So he does all that. Oh, no, he just does quarter circle 4-2-1. Okay. He just did 2 quarter circle 4-2-1. You just have 1 too many hits. So that is all he did. He just did this. He just ended with the quarter circle 4-2-1. He even dashed before doing it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, if we just drop one hit, we should be able to do it back 3-4-2-1. So for example, if we did this, oops. Like did this, you know, all of a sudden it works, right? But it looks like the wall carry is similar. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So if we do, so I'll recap real quick. If we do, like, remove one hit, like something like this, like that works, and you see where he lands, it's about the same, he's about there, right? So if we look at that block, there's like 3 poles. It's on the 3rd pole. If we do this now, he seems to land about the same, right? Is like, so it might be the same. So let's go see directing. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Nope, not enough time. So, not enough time for that pickup. But that's fine. Thing is, though, I think the main thing is that we really want to be trying this move. So honestly, the 3 to 4 moves that I've been inspired to try, first of all, is just this. This move on its own is really interesting because it's -7 on block. It's 16 frames, whereas this is 24 frames. All right, the speed difference is like crazy. Granted, this is more safe in this game, but 24 frames versus 16 frames when you're really trying to just like get your opponent off you, I think this is a very good just like get off of me tool, right? And if your opponent's playing aggressively, you can just like look for that and see if you catch him, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah. So we want to be looking into more of this move. We want to be looking more to using this move in neutral. And we want to be looking for more of this move in neutral. Those are all like moves that Jimmy kind of used a little bit better than I do. One of the things that I think is quite good about this move is that it's really fast, right? Like, compare this to like slow back one that takes 20 frames to come out. If we do like, if we even account for the quarter circle, this is going to be 15 frames at its slowest, right? At its fastest, which is still pretty good. And I think, you know, yeah, it's like, it's going to catch people because it's like, it's kind of like a Steve back one, right? With pretty good range, all things considered, because he comes in. So you can also, the cool part is you can actually, you can actually delay the distance that you come in. Obviously, at that point, it's kind of telegraphed, but the fact that you can also just do it is pretty cool, too. He was catching you with it a lot. I mean, it's a pretty fast move to try and catch people, right? So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, down 4-2-1 backswing. This is the one where it's like, we're just going to let this rip a lot until we can figure out what's going on with this move. I think that's it, basically. So good stuff. You hope back 2 and forward 1+2 and iron palm are heat engagers. I think most of those sound like heat engager materials to me, so I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. And I think we got some cool combos as well, right? He had the floor break combo as well. So he did, when he did a floor break, he did this into this, which I think makes sense. And then he did sidestep right, like that, into orbital. That was weird. We can switch the stage, I think, actually. We're going to change the stage real quick so that we can... So that was the thing. It's like my floor break combos are actually pretty bad, so I want to practice that. Is there any other floor break than this from the very first stage? No. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
You're mad about losing inputs online? Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, my apologies. Yeah, that always sucks. How do I make this stage always about to break? Like, is there a better way than just doing this a bunch of times? Is there anything better than this? Oh man, and then when I reset, that happens? Please. Doesn't seem like there's... I feel like there has to be, though. Status record. Ah! Hard floor break. Can you do this? Ah! What happens now? Wait. Huh? What does this mean? Okay, whatever. We'll just try it. It's just floor break? Oh, okay. Oh! So it's actually giving you what part of the stage you wanted. Okay. And then he did something. He dashed up, sidestep right. Heat burst was what he did. So let's turn off my heat first of all. Oh, I need a half heat though. So we did. So this. Well, that didn't work out. So do I sidestep? No, I run up, sidestep, and do this. Okay. This is kind of tricky. Oh, I'm canceling it. You see that? I'm canceling it on accident. And then after he does that... I don't know if it's, like, better than anything else we can do. But it's not bad. Wow, that missed. Okay. Wow, you see that? That's pretty hard to do. So, that is not easy to do. I wonder... I mean, we can just do that, I guess, but it's like, kind of... So that's 68 damage, right? I guess so. Didn't get it there. We're gonna try one more time and then we're done. Alright, yeah. I did the up there, but it was too fast, so it turned into this move. Alright, I'll actually give it one more shot. Unreal. I don't know. Oh well. You lost a frame doing back. Do up and then immediately engage. Like... What I'm trying to do is, to, like, do that, right? But it's hard to do. Okay. Alright, last one. That's okay. Well, anyway, Big Germ, are you still around? Do you want to play? Try giving Heat a specific bind. That's an interesting idea. Alright, cool. I'm going to try one more time and then we'll play. Are you ready? Well, I didn't get the right sidestep there. Didn't help me, but that's alright. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't use a Heat Bind, Hangul. My reason for not having Heat Bind is because the only place that it makes sense for me to have it on my stick... I'll show you my stick, okay? So, this is my taunt bind, right here. This is my taunt bind. So my Heat Bind would go here, on this button here. But sometimes I'll fat finger it when I'm doing jet upper and stuff. And I'm afraid of, like, fat fingering that button with, like, my ring finger or something and just accidentally heating, so I turned it off. I don't even do manual taunt because I did it in Tekken 7, but it just, like, broke my hands, and I was tired. My hands were getting, like, destroyed by it, so I switched to, what do you call it? Bound taunts because I'm an old man. I needed something further away from my, two buttons so that I could use it. I literally triple taunt with my middle finger like this. Like, I just do that really fast. So, I mean, fat load of help it's done me, as you can see. But either way. Alright, Big Germ, if you're ready, let's go ahead and play. We've wasted enough time talking about my bindings. I have 8 buttons on here. Yeah, but I would not use all 8. I would lose my place on them too easily. Lil Mojo, how's it going? You use all 8 Stoic. Oh, sure you do. Doing okay. We got a bunch of Jimmy tech. I'm very excited. I'm still the most excited about neutral throw tech. That is still like the wildest thing that he came up with in this game. Like, that is super wild. Yeah, I can't play with all 8. So essentially, Lil Mojo, it's very straightforward. Jimmy, in a lot of plus situations, was using neutral throws after. So, like, hatch it into a neutral throw. Back 1 or forward 3 into a neutral throw. And the reasoning, we discovered, is that, you know, obviously it's going to beat a power crush because it's a throw. But also, it tracks. 1+2 throws do not track. So it's like, you know, they nerfed throws in this game. So you do a 1+2 throw and they can sidestep around it in that situation. But neutral throws still track. And so because of that, you can use that to option select, sidestep, or power crush, which is a very popular option against Bryan. So you're using it to lock him down, which is really cool. Mecha, you're a controller player, right? That's why. That's pretty cool. Ah, nice. Nice decision here. Neutral throw tech. It's so good. Nice. Oops. Oops. Got that sidestep. It's a good move. So that's been really cool. I didn't know how far this stage goes. Nice, core circle back 1. Hey, good stuff, Eric. I hope you like it. for the most part, Ragnarok, two throw is a good move, and down for 2-1 into back sway is surprisingly good. That was the other thing, is that you can do this into a sidestep cancel, and it blows people up. I did the wrong sidestep move, funnily enough, but I see why he does sidestep too, though, because it's kind of demanding. Oops. It's kind of demanding to do sidestep jet upper fast enough that it beats everything, right? So I can get it. I get it. I don't think we need to spam it, but it's still pretty great. Pretty great. But like it makes the it really makes the move all of a sudden like harder to like take your turn back on. Like I actually kind of like it. Oh yeah, and thank you. I know, yeah, you said congrats on the Tekken King. Thank you. We've hung on to it for a couple of days now, which is pretty great. Mecha sticks are very expensive. And I don't like the feel of cheap sticks, not because they're cheap, but because they are very light, and I like my sticks to be heavy. Oh my gosh! He knows and it's still working! I don't know what to say, man. This is crazy. Like, this is neutral throw, and then this down for 2-1 tech are crazy. Obviously, I'm spamming the crap out of this move. Right? But we're just trying to stress test it a bit. Nice. Good quarter circle back one. Nice. Good taunt. Good taunt. I actually thought you were out of range, so I held back. Nice stuff. Okay, fair enough. You'll find out soon enough that I have no honor when it comes to that. Thank you so much for the resub, beaters. Right as I drop my combo.
Impact in his thing. If it feels like it makes a boom noise, you have his attention.
Exactly. That's why I play Bryan, for the shotguns. Nice combo. I keep trying. Eventually it'll work. Oops. Just gonna throw. Does the side switch too. Nice. Oh, I thought I blocked it. He got us. Exactly. Veters knows I'm a Timmy at heart. Ooh, this stage is pretty. Ooh. Oh, I didn't get it. It's okay. Nice, I pressed. The Ragnarok, I actually have slow snake edge reactions, specifically against Bryan of all people. Wow. I suck. Yeah, I think that's why Bison's one of my loves, is because Bison can teleport and he hits like a truck. So it's like, what's not to love, right? No, I figured. It's all good. Big Germ. Happens to me too.
Round one.
Sounds good, Ragnarit. Notice how, like, at the very least, all of a sudden we've turned down 4-2-1 into this, like, pseudo plus moves because it's scary to press against it. Like, at the very least, we've made them now let us do down 4-2-1 for free, right? And that's what's so beautiful about that situation. Just barely. Okay. Nice. Got me stepping. And we can also start playing this mind game of doing that. Like, that's pretty cool. I really like it. These side steps are getting blown up. I'm doing to the right a lot. Nice, so I'm done. I'm doing a lot of side steps to the right, and those side step rights are getting caught by that quarter circle back one. So I need to go another, go another direction probably. Because the coolest motion's a charge motion, I guess. Nice side steps. Cool, he's not letting us get away with it. I'm trying the Jimmy ways. It doesn't quite work for me. The classic. Donation goal for a puppy cam. She's a grown dog now. She's a grown woman. Nice. But, like, the down 4-2-1s are getting me really excited. The throw tech is getting me really excited because it keeps our opponents honest now. Like, that is making me really happy. I think using up forward 3+4 is pretty important as well. Yeah, I was going to say, Gardula's everywhere. She's not the type of... that. Like, I'm experimenting with up forward 3+4 now. She's not the type of dog just to, like, chill out and just, like, be sleeping all the time. Oh, he's trying it. It got my jab. You see that? Oh, that grab worked. Oh, it broke. It beat my jab. The best. Oh, man. Good stuff. She's not actually a husky. She's just a German Shepherd mix, but yes, she's got a lot of energy. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice try. I'm gonna go for this. It did not work. Yeah, she does look like she's a husky German Shepherd mix, but she's actually got no husky in her. The most she's got is a Alaskan Eskimo. She's got some in her. Oh, she's beautiful. She's my favorite dog. Oops. Nice. Even with the mind games of not finishing the string. That was very good. Yeah, maybe... I'm also trying to learn to just use my heat a little bit more, to be honest. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be quarter circle forward 3. Good side set. 4-3 is good. I tried a jet upper that time, so I don't know if the side step would have beaten it. I mean, as long as you like giving walks, lots of walks, and playing with her constantly. I'm just gonna do this and woo! Oh, he got us. Yikes. Hey, nothing wrong with that. We can talk about dogs if we want. That was close.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. You'll notice that, like, especially for the Bryan mirror, you know, there's like kind of this, kind of like identifying, like what is the distance of like the game that we're playing at right now, and understanding that like, oh, this is now like, what is it, like quarter circle back, nice, quarter circle back 1 distance or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to save that combo, it did not get saved, and that's kind of cool. I like this stage and this song, by the way. I missed the balcony break though. It's only -10, I believe. What a good move.
Round three.
But you'll notice that I'm trying to like still be doing these small pokes. Wow. Ooh, whoops. Using those throws because we have them, right? Good duck. Okay, I guess we'll take it. I'm trying to like also switch up a little bit nowadays of like if I'm going to use lows or not. Nice. 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 Oh no! I'm gonna get some distance because I don't want to be dealing with like a hatchet situation. Oh my gosh, I was waiting for it too, and I still got counter hit by it. No matter what. This is a very pretty stage though, I have to say. Good punish. Thanks, Big Germ. Haven't landed any taunts, but that's alright. Yeah, so with the Snake Eyes buff changes, for example, the third hit of 4-2-1-2 is only -2 on block. It's like quite good. These normal throws though, I think are just like really goated because they kind of lock down a lot of the like stuff that you'll see from a lot of characters. Just like constantly doing those throws. And we're kind of okay, right? If our opponent decides to start ducking, that's exactly what we want. Yeah, -2 is pretty crazy, right? Okay. That confirm is not my thing. I will practice it, but it's not, I don't just have it. Yeah. I feel like the sidestep 2-1 is kind of coming off as a little bit, not clunky, but just like we're just kind of just mashing it out right now. But I think that's kind of how we get good at it, right? Nice. But you could have gotten the Jimmy combo on me. God, I want it so badly, but yeah, it's probably something that comes out a little bit more sparing. Like, being okay with just, like, holding your ground there, too, is good, probably. Thanks, Trollsies. But yeah, normal throws for sure. Yeah, delaying the final hit for sure. I know that sidestep 2-1 can be delayed, and because of that, you can hit confirm it quite well. But yeah. The stage is quite big. Ooh, I tried. Good try. See, if I had done, like, the hard read there, it would have worked, huh? Okay. Wow, look at that move! Isn't that crazy? Like, the fact that you can set it up, though, just to, like, catch those, like, sidesteps is wild to me. Nice. Caught me. Good stuff. Unfortunately, you can duck it. Oops. Oh, the blue spark version was amazing. The fact that you could do that, that was one of my favorite, like, secret moves in the old game. But the fact that they turned it into an actual part of his kit now with the snake eyes is, like, fine, right? Because the blue spark was basically what, in a way, what Snake Eyes was based off. Like, it was based off the fact that taunting gets you a buff. Well, I messed it up. I was not expecting that to hit, actually. I know. Aren't you excited for the old man? The old man is so hype. I'm so excited for him. Heihachi was the third character that I tried to main. So, like, I started with Bryan, and when I was getting disillusioned with him, I tried to play Kazuya. Sorry, fourth character I tried to play. I tried to play Kazuya when I got disillusioned, then I tried to play Kazumi, and then I switched to, like, Heihachi / Paul, basically.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. Bring back Bob. Bob would be pretty cool. Because you can have Slim Bob and Big Steve. If for those of you that played the arcade. Nice. Nice. I respect that. I'm just going to catch this with this. And just go for something dumb. Like that. But, like, the fact that you can also just lead it into a heat dash is actually kind of interesting, because you've got some, like, weird, like, offensive capabilities of that move. And people aren't really thinking about that move being the move that they choose to heat dash in with you, right? Nice. But you'll notice that we're forcing that respect now from Big Germ. I need a Jut up for that, but... Okay. I will give you a tip, Big Germ, as far as like, I know I've ended a few of these machine guns and a few of like these moves here. If you're gonna block, just tell yourself if you've chosen to block, look for the move so you can punish it. If you choose to block, right? You don't have to block. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. We tried. But yeah, that's how I block punish moves, is if I'm like, they're going to finish it, then I'm already looking for it to happen, right? Like, or like, I want to see if they finish it, so I'm already looking for it to happen, and it makes the punishments a little bit easier at that point. Because otherwise, if you're like, oh my gosh, they actually finished it, like, you know, you're not going to punish it in time. Okay, fair enough. Going for these throws. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice! Nice. Good recovery there as well with the quarter circle back one instead of the back four. That's interesting. Oops. Good mock kick. Snaked around some. I'm gonna give him some space here. Oh, I could have whiff punched that. I didn't expect that to whiff. I thought it hit me. What did they say to you, Stoner? I realize you just said you didn't make head or sales of it, but what did they say to you? You could understand it, it just didn't make sense. Yeah, you can confirm it a little bit. That's pretty cool. Said, you make good choices and asked you how you do it. That's pretty... That's up there with, like, how do you choose which button to press because you always seem to press good buttons? It's like, what does that even mean? What I'm trying to do here is, like, basically throw in a frame trap that's just, like, a little bit unexpected from time to time. And that's giving me some traction, for sure. Nice. What I have been doing is, like, noticing a little bit of challenging on these down fours that I haven't really, like, given a lot of respect to. So I can... Nice low parry. So I can kind of slow down a little bit after these down fours to hopefully, like, make them afraid to press, right? Because we have risk of that happening, right? Ah, wow. But yeah, that's such an interesting... Huh. It's like, how is your intuition so good? It's like, well, if I knew it wouldn't be called intuition, right? But it's like, that is a... It's an interesting question. I think it's like, sort of like, kind of maybe a best way to do it is like watch a replay and just like try and figure out, like, go play by play of it and be like, why'd you do that? Why did you do that, right? And go from there. Well, Stoic, it could be both, right? I think, you know, talent does play a certain, like, role in these types of games because, like, at the end of the day, you can get a lot of reward for just having really good reads, right? You can have really good reads, really good empathy for the other player, and if you have empathy for the other player, it becomes a little bit easier to, like, try and, like, you know, get a kind of, like, extrapolate out what they might do in this situation, right? You maybe it's not just, like, pure observation of, like, oh, they've been doing this after my move every time. It could just be, it could be simpler than that. It can be like, if it were me, I would rage right here because I'm pissed, you know? And using that empathy to try and turn it into, like, something really good. Nice. Gonna do that normal throw again just to keep him on his toes. I think there was a jab that came out there a few times. But, like, also reading body language. Like, you see there is, like, he's like, wait, what's happening? What's happening? Back up, right? I'm like, okay, hit your legs. You're not gonna duck. It's kind of like that, right? Haha. That seems a bit like a backhanded compliment. Your back ones don't make sense. You must be good. I mean, I respect it, right? But that's really funny. Nice. Good stuff. I tried to sidestep there again. Down two's pretty good for catching that. Doing that normal throw after our random frames here. Ooh, that was really good. Just clipped me coming in. Good stuff. I'm not gonna do the dumb thing and actually block the wall here. By dumb thing, I meant duck at the wall. Alright, Big Germ. Let's do one more, and we'll call it. Last one. Thank you for picking the stage. I would not have remembered to do so. But yeah, I am kind of like... I'm trying to, like, use more of these down forwards to, like, to dictate the pace of the game is probably the word I would use. Nice. Okay. Okay. You'll notice that, like, sometimes what I'll do, though, is I'll try and, like, do tricky... Be, like, not afraid to, like, bust out the kind of the trickier, offensive stuff. Like doing, you know, double high crushing lows in that situation. Alright, specifically that down forward 2-1 is giving me a little bit of trouble because I'm getting the down for 2 to whiff, but not the 1. Yeah, we're slugging it. Nice. I mashed. I'm not going to do anything fancy here. But yeah, GG's. GG's. Yeah. My only advice for you, Big Germ, and it's going to be hard advice to give as well as receive, I think, because I got hit by it a lot. But my best advice I can give you is your quarter circle back ones are good. Tone it back a little bit and start trying the other moves. That's it. I'm not saying to never do quarter circle back one. I did it too. I think experimenting with more down 4, down back 3, and working those into your game plan will actually make your quarter circle back ones, yeah, that too, will make your quarter circle back ones stronger. Is probably the best way to describe it, right? Like those down 4s, if you combine that with quarter circle back 1, like down 4, quarter circle back 1, down 4, quarter circle back 1, down 4, wait, quarter circle back 1, you can get some pretty strong results, I bet. And that will really throw people off, for sure. Yeah, the plus frames are great of quarter circle back 1, but I mean, down 4 is an amazing move. It is an amazing move. I feel like I got half your health, or half the damage I dealt was from down 4s in our games, right? Like, it's just such a... If you're familiar with the concept of, like, MMOs, not MMOs, MOBAs, like, a lot of MOBAs, especially when you talk about, like, say, League of Legends is a classic that I think of, Down 4 is sort of like taking your pokes when you need to, when you have the opportunity within League. So it's like in League, it's like opponent walks into your range and you poke them, right? Like, that's what down 4 is. It's like, take your damage and go, exactly. So it's like, the idea is like, oh, they're in range, they're not going to low parry here, down 4, you know? And you could even have the mindset of just run away after that, but the point being that it sets up so much more than that. It's not just to take your damage and go, so. But either way, enough of my rant. So, do a quick quarter circle forward 3. That's actually probably a very good panic move to be considering. Quarter circle forward 3 is a pretty cool way to try and like stop opponents for sure. Jimmy was doing it too. All right, let's recap. So, if I can find my windows, I'm going to pull up the notes one more time. This is a paragraph. There's a lot going on here. But the idea is that Jimmy did some pretty cool stuff. The main things that Jimmy did that we are the most impressed with and are the most fresh things that he was doing are normal throws for option selecting against sidestep and power crush, and the fact that it's 12 frame fast, so it's really fast. So you're like +5 and you're throwing out these normal throws. That's pretty good. On top of that, he was doing down 4 2-1 backsway mind games. This is a move that we labbed it, and if you're wrong, your opponent can just straight up launch you. You can do down 4 2-1 into backsway, holding back into backsway, and you'll end up launched, right? However, the sidestep cancel will allow you to really just like get around those moves, and it can have some pretty crazy applications, and it's how the Yagami game ended for him at EVO. So I think those are the two big things that he did. This third thing, and I'm going to bring this further up the list actually, is that Snake Eyes, it's not Snake Eyes, up forward 3+4 is actually pretty good. So we're going to put this to the top here, right below the throws, right? So up forward 3+4 was quite good. We were very, like, I think we need to experiment with that move more. That is a move that we need to experiment with more. It's very fast, it's not that minus, and it can do this interesting catch with down 3+4 too if your opponents are trying to spring kick or toe tap you. The quarter circle back 1 frame trap, we didn't really get much with that. The neutral quarter circle forward 3s though, and wake up quarter circle forward 3s are things that we should be considering putting into our game plan against aggressive players. Working Palpa driver mind games into our game is probably on the more minor end of things, but it's still interesting to think about. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then Snake Eyes forward 2 series is something to keep in mind as well. That is a move that we have not really put a whole lot of heat into, but it can be very good. So yeah, it's thank you, Jimmy, for coming back and oh yeah, wedge driver. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix it on here. Wedge driver. I was reading off my notes. Wedge driver. Wedge driver needs to be used more. Thank you to Reckoning. So, thank you, Jimmy, for innovating the character once more. You never seem to fail us, and we are eternally grateful for you. Next time we play and analyze and are not doing the labbing session, I think we're probably going to look at some of Ty's matches before and see if Ty has any stuff that we can steal as well. So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and do our sign-off. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTyban. That's VonTiban. We stream Tekken Bryan on Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time, so come check us out there. Our makeup streams will happen on Wednesday evenings, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Central Time. And then finally, our labbing sessions are going to be on 8:45 p.m. or on Thursday evenings, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Central Time. This is all in your description down below if you didn't catch that and you wanted to check it out again, as well as a link to our Discord if you are interested in joining our community of like-minded players. And with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support as always. Thanks for hanging out with me on this wonderful Wednesday evening for the live and whatever time it is for the YouTube. And with that, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.